Hello, this is Kako Gibbon, and you're watching the All Brawl, where I play a brawl game with every commander in Standard. Today we're going with Ugin the Ineffable. Is it Ugin or Ugin? Let me know in the comments. This deck is garbage. I just... Since Ujin's colors... Ujin's color identity is colorless, right? He doesn't have any colors in his color identity. That means that you can only use artifacts, colorless lands, and basic lands. And with the island, just to kind of throw the opponent. Like when you see islands and artifacts, then oftentimes you think it's going to be some kind of Dance of the Manse type of thing. Not so. But I'm only going islands because there are a couple of cards in here with adamant that it's best if you play with all the same color. I'll be surprised if I manage to win a single game with this thing. Let's try it. Ugin versus Corvold. Okay. Let's see. Blast Zone, Stone Coil, Ginger Brute, Steel Overseer. Steel Overseer is clutch. It's unfortunate that my opponent is playing black because they're going to have some removal. They're going to destroy my Steel Overseer, and I'm going to be very sad. Karn is also going to be, let's see, he can be decent. In Brawl, you can't pull cards out of your sideboard. You're not allowed to have a sideboard. So, Karn's -2 ability does not work in Brawl. Just so you know. His +2, oh, I don't know. It might be alright. Get an Overseer in here. If the opponent knows what they're... Well, I said I'd be surprised if I won a game, and sure enough, the opponent sees the Steel Overseer, and they're done. They might have just not gotten their land drops. That might be an issue. If you play your first 2 lands and you miss your 3rd land drop, that can be a concedable problem. Ugin versus Yarok. Knew it was going to come to me. Yarok is the most common planeswalker that I've defeated. Which is not to say that I'm going to win this time. But I will say that people seem very interested in playing Yarok, and so far it just doesn't seem to go the distance. It's an expensive planeswalker, and it doesn't really do anything on its own. You have to have something else in there. Okay. Got a hasty Ginger Brute. It would have been nice to get the Ginger Brute first, and then the axe, but you can't have it all. Let's see, the next play is probably going to be the Shambling Suit. No, probably the Servant, actually. The Servant will... No, Shambling Suit. Shambling Suit is the next play. Yes. It's going to have 2 power, and the more artifacts I bring into play, the stronger it gets. Unbeknownst to the opponent, possibly, I have very, very little removal in this deck. So if they bring into play anything that's good, then I'm going to have a really hard time getting rid of it. I've got a couple of explosive vial type artifacts that'll do like 2 or 3 damage to a creature, but not much else. Okay. So, since the Ginger Boot can only be blocked by creatures with haste, I'm going to equip it with the axe. And it's going to be able to do 3 damage to the opponent until they're able to get rid of it. Oh. Except you have to spend mana to do that, don't you? Oops. Oops. Yeah, you have to pay 1 to do that. Well, that's unfortunate. I had a 3/1 that was unblockable. As long as I paid that one. Yeah, we'll go with the Clockwork Servant. Draw a card. Go with the Steel Overseer. That would have been really nice with an unblockable Ginger Brute. I'll just attack with the Shambling Suit while I can. Oathsworn goes down to a 3/3. Is that the right move? I'm not sure. The next turn I can get Ugin out and start churning out 2/2 spirits. So I don't know if I really went over what Ugin does. You exile the top card of your library, and you put it underneath a 2/2 spirit token. When the spirit dies, you get the card. His -3 just destroy something. That's not an artifact, basically, or land. Oh, well done. Well done. Transmuted my servant. Let's see. I'll go ahead and block. Even though, on the face of it doesn't look like it makes sense. It drops him down to a 2/2. 5. Oh, that's an axe. That's not a mana source. Okay, well, let's get the vessel in play. Get Manifold Key in play. Okay. So Voracious Hydra would be great with Yarok. If you get Yarok in first, and then cast the Hydra, then you can double its counters twice? Yeah. So, from a 5/6 to a 10/11 up to a 20/21? Is that how it works? Let me know in the comments if you know. Do we have some Yarok connoisseurs in the audience?
I am ancient and wise. Heed to my advice. Truth lies beyond.
Yeah, might as well get this guy into play. Let's see. Let's turn the axe into a 2/2.
Say hello to
I won't attack though. If they cast Yarok, I can always cook him with Ugin. Okay, the opponent's thinking about it. I think, without the Steel Overseer, I think I'm kind of all bark and no bite. Okay. I was looking forward to this, because I can block this guy and get my card. He gets weaker. Block the Hydra. Hydra dies. They might have some tricks, but either way, I'm not terribly concerned about it. I think I came out ahead in that little melee there. Opponent has 7 mana, so they'll be able to cast Yarok twice. Ooh, passes. Well, it's definitely going to get blown up by my Ugin. For sure. Tome of Legends, you might say, why'd you put Tome of Legends in your deck if your Planeswalker can't attack? Well, you get a card out of it at least. Okay, so let's cook crasses.
Bathe in ghost fire.
Now, I can change my vessel into a 4/4 and attack with it. Or, I can make a really powerful stone coil circle. Let's do the first thing. Well, fish do both.
There is great power in the
Ah, well. So attack with this. Use the manifold key. Untap it. Oh, I should pay attention to that alternate manifold key. I can make something unblockable. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait, 9? Is that right? Oh, that's right. Because Ugin's passive makes everything too cheaper. So, got a 9/9 trample. It's got protection from multicolored. So, if they've got a Price of Fame or something, that's it. It's just cooked right away. Do you have Price of Fame? Ah. Ouch.
If I were you, I'd just surrender
Yep.
right
Man, I gotta be such a buzzkill.
now. Much from your death.
And the opponent has 2 mana. Okay. Well, let's get a Geode into play. Sample Scarecrow. Oh, thanks. Let's get a 2/2.
Ether itself serves
Let's
me.
turn my. Let's see. I just need a 2/2. Yeah, Tome of Legends. That's not really doing anything.
Awaken.
Liliana. Hitting the books. Or the book's hitting her.
Time to go.
Okay. Opponent's in the tank. They've got a full hand of 7 cards. They have options. There's a bunch of stuff they could be doing right now. I'm surprised they haven't cast Yarick yet. It's the star of the show, right? Agent of Treachery. What do they steal? Steal my card. Okay. So the deal with the Agent of Treachery is that even if you kill the Agent of Treachery,
Introduce you to a friend of mine.
oh, he just turned his food into a 0/0. Even if you kill the Agent of Treachery, you don't get your stuff back. Right. So I don't really know if I have a win condition now.
Of the multiverse obeys me.
I mean, I guess I could have destroyed the Agent of Treachery with a dart. That's the thing. Okay, Yarick comes into play, and they have 5 mana to do something else. I think we're gonna get to see something really cool. Let's see. Oh, I see. So, I think it would have been better to cast the Yorvo first. Because then, casting the Yarick afterwards would have changed the Yorvo into a 5/5. I'm afraid I'm running out of patience. The opponent's in the tank quite a bit, and I feel like this is a battle I have no chance of winning. To borrow a saying from the G-Man of Half-Life. I mean, you can attack, I'll double block, and just be a trade. You gonna do it? Okay. Don't think too hard. Okay. 1 for 1. I get an island. Kill the globe. Okay. I'm able to draw something at least. It's an island. Yeah, I'm not interested in continuing this. I don't see a path forward from here. Good game. Or is it? Going against Gadwick. When I see Gadwick, the first thing I think is persistent petitioners. So it'd be good to have a flyer. So let's keep this. Localized district. Okay, we'll start with that. We've got 2 different cards that'll draw us cards. Let's start with a Ginger Brute. Or should we just draw? Let's just draw. Go with the Tome of Legends. Oh, that's right. I don't draw a card right away. Well, next turn I can draw 1 and cast the Ginger Brute. Let's do it. Okay. So, what I learned from last game is don't attack with a Ginger Brute unless you're able to make it unblockable using 1 mana. Okay. Petitioners. Gotta start milling it up. Meteor Golem really doesn't help me. I need land badly. There's an island. Okay. With the island I can cast a Mana Geode. With the Mana Geode I can cast an Anvil Rot Raptor. With an Anvil Rot Raptor, I put my opponent on a 13-turn clock. Whereas I will be on like a 3 or 4 turn clock. Which is bad, of course. Playing Pickin. Oh, let's see. Cast a Geode and just cross my fingers. Hope I get a land next. Let's just get a Raptor in play. Get a point of damage in. All in with those petitions. So, they can mill me 13 right now. Yep, they did it right. They tapped the petitioners with Summoning Sickness. With the tap 4 ability. That Overseer would have been nice. Okay. The Conjurant. We have 4 power Conjurant. Yeah. Don't really see anything else I should be doing with him. Heck of a Raptor. And the opponent's gonna have the pleasure of seeing my entire deck. Gadwick with the draw 3. I'll lose 12. Alright. Karn's Bastion. So, I can get the carriage in play. Now, this is a vehicle, so you can tap it and tap a number of creatures with power equal to the crew, and it turns into a creature temporarily. It has Summoning Sickness, but I was just demonstrating how vehicles work in Magic the Gathering. It's a little strange. We'll attack. And that's it. I have 6 cards left in my library. Let's take a look. Mystic Forge is clutch, right? Oh, sorry. Sorry, opponent. I thought I was waiting for you. So Mystic Forge, Steel Overseer. Buffs all your other artifacts. Karn was pretty good last game. Until he got stolen. Okay. Yep. You don't have to cast out your hand. You can just mill me. Just mill me and be done with it. It's over. And I will lose when I attempt to draw a card. Okay. Opponent's just flexing, showing me that they have 8 petitioners. They can mill 24 every turn. Not necessary. Ugin the Ineffable. What's really ineffable is how I was supposed to win an actual game with that deck. I mean, sure, I got like an early scoop one time, but if they kept playing, they would have realized how garbage my deck was. Right, I made a comment about playing islands and fooling them into thinking I had blue cards, but you, the audience, you guys are smarter, right? You know that since this brawl, the opponent obviously knew that I was playing only artifacts and islands. Let's see, what else to address? Right, the biggest problem with playing Ugin in Standard right now is that there are, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sets in Standard. If you're only playing Singleton, that's not a whole lot of artifacts to pick from, and that's why I had so many crummy artifacts in my deck. So, if you're going to play Ugin, play Historic, or wait for some more sets to come out. Just out of curiosity, how many commanders are artifact commanders? Let's try it. Commanders colorless. Ugin, Karn, and Karn. Karn, Ugin. What about Gobos? Oh, Atraxos, Scourge of Krug. He's not standard, though. Anyway, that aside, yeah, if you're going to play Ugin, play Historic, or wait for a few sets to come out. I think Ugin by himself is a pretty awesome Planeswalker. I recommend trying him again, especially with that stained glass artwork, right? That's awesome stuff. So, until next time, keep brawling, and have a good day.